It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Monday, August 30th, 2021, 7 a.m. Hi, you're back.
Yes, I am.
Yay. Woo! Taking up space at the end of the counter. Mr. Excitement.
Mr. Reckenwald. He did very good at announcing the game, which I don't go to a lot of them. Last year I went to a few.
That was top notch.
Very good.
Excellent. Yeah,
very good job.
Coming up this Friday night.
Friday night, Harrison. This is some people call it Hell Week. We call it Harrison Week.
There you go.
Same thing.
Goblins. They're coming here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, this should be a very exciting Friday.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it should be very, very good.
Yeah.
Pre-game and kickoff.
Pre-game start at 6, kickoff start at 7. Again, if you can't make it to the ball game, there's lots of restaurants in town that'll be playing it, which would be good. However, the Elks Club will not. They've shut down until next Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why. But so the Elks, if you were planning on going to the Elks to watch the ball game Friday night, you better change your plans.
Okay. Good to know.
So pre-game at 6, kickoff.
Pre-game at 6, kickoff at 7.
Very nice.
And of course, we've got antenna and cable and live stream. We've got it covered.
We
in
are
40 different
hoping,
ways.
we have been told that we will be live on Next on Friday.
Really?
I'm not going to throw out a channel number in case it changes between now and Friday, but they have told us they will
As soon
do
as you find
everything
out,
they
let us know.
can to get us on. I'm hoping I hear today or tomorrow. So.
Good.
Very nice.
All right. Well, good morning, David.
Good morning, sir.
Did everybody have a good? Bob's mic'd up. He's not on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great weekend.
Yeah.
Little rain. It's a wonderful thing,
Oh, so nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
It was good. It was a twofer rain. It kind of soaked in for a little bit, and then the second wave came through. It was a little harder, but it was good that soaking rain got in to get the ground soft.
It rained enough at my house. I seen frogs doing the backstroke.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
got
a
some rain.
lot
My
of rain.
wife, I said, it's windy out. She goes, the hurricane's coming. I thought, what are you talking about? And I guess it did.
Well, let me tell
From
you,
the south.
if you've never been in a hurricane,
Right.
I used to joke about it. I used to say things like, "Boy, I wish you'd go into New Orleans and give it the royal flush," because New Orleans sits below sea level anyway. I lived through one on an oil rig, 1985.
Oh, and an oil rig's a little different. Yeah,
Right.
Where I lived at the time is Grand Isle, Louisiana, and today there's not much to Grand Isle left after last night. So it was
Got it good.
it was bad.
Well, that's one of the things people say, well, you get tornadoes up there. I go, yeah, you know what? In a tornado, 15 minutes, you're in or you're out.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's done.
Yeah.
Hurricane, you could be down 3 days trying to
Right.
fight this thing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, tornado.
So,
Wow, it had a
yeah,
1
right.
mile path. 1 mile wide, and with the but a hurricane. I mean, I'm looking at the radar right now. It's covering parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, moving into Tennessee.
Flooding and everything else that goes with it. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a lot, much
So,
more dramatic.
I don't know what is on your prayer list today, but please,
Starts off with Louisiana.
everybody needs to keep the folks down in South Louisiana in their prayers because
That's paragraph 1.
it's going to be tough
Yeah.
Sure is.
for a long time.
We're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. 3 locations to serve you the very best coffee in town. Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby, Bomber Boulevard, and 62 East Plaza. And Bomber Boulevard will be getting busy here in the next few minutes if they're not already.
There were cars out there.
There are cars out there
Oh,
at
yeah.
Bomber already. Wow, good. And, of course, Brewed Awakening, you can get your mochas, lattes, frappuccinos, your espresso shots. You can get cinnamon rolls, scones, apple, cherry turnovers, and muffins. Anything you need, Brewed Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations. And like Mike says, we are real coffee.
Yes, sir.
Tell you what, top-notch people out there, just all 3 locations. And I remember when he had the little coffee hut right across from Flashback's Retro Shop, and then he moved. He's got all 3 of them going up and running and doing very, very well. And so he gets the freshest coffee beans money can buy. If you want Brewed Awakening at home, stop by one of the drive-thrus and say, can I get a bag of beans? They'll give you half pound, 1 pound, pound and a half. A little bit more expensive than what you pay for coffee at the grocery store, but worth the money because you're getting Brewed Awakening coffee. And it is the very best coffee in town. Don't take my word for it. Drive by any of the 3 locations, or if you happen to be going into the hospital. Otherwise, you can stop by here and enjoy coffee with us Monday through Friday. And we're at 1226 Commerce Drive. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water.
Yes, sir.
Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations, and they're ready to serve you today. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. Passing of a family member, friend, loved one, whatever it may be, or even pre-planning, talk to the Roller Funeral Home people. With all our respect, that's how they do business on a daily basis. Very amazing people. I could not do what they do, but they do it with compassion and love and caring and respect. And like you see, with all our respect on the screen, that's how they do business on a daily basis. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, there's no doubt that the Hurricane Louisiana has taken many lives, no matter how many warnings it still happens. Lord, we now pray for people in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee. I pray you keep people and property safe, as flooding now will be an issue. And we just pray for healing and rebuilding in those states. Then Afghanistan, Lord, we just gave the keys to the United States to the devil. All of these weapons left behind, and we leave 600,000 rifles behind to terrorists. That pretty well ends the Democrats' promise to take guns away from the American people, or does it? The Taliban can now align with ISIS and Al-Qaeda and come after the United States. So my prayer today is I pray for protection of the United States. I pray for our military. I pray you keep us safe from our enemies. And now it's time to turn back to Jesus Christ and trust in him. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect.
Yo,
Roller
boy.
Funeral Homes.
Extra special good today for you, Bob. Extra special good. I very much enjoy doing that.
I kind of like the Inagata-DeVita thought.
The what?
I could get into that a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
What, Inagata-DeVita?
Yeah.
I'll bring the album.
I don't know what that is.
It's only 17 minutes long. Morning weather.
That'll take care of it.
Morning weather brought to you by the ZT Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net's the website. Realtors you recommend to a friend, and I do it every day. Do you know of a real estate? Yes, right here. Take a leak. Take two. Take a peek
This
at
is
the
what
white
you want,
river.
right?
Correction. Let's look at the fog.
Well, you could see more than earlier, so it's a little better.
Yeah.
It's a little better.
Yeah, it was tough. Oh, you couldn't see anything.
I don't know that
Yeah,
I've
what's
seen
really
in
good?
August with so much fog as we've had this year. The dew points and the humidity being, most generally in August we're just as dry as we can
right.
be. I mean,
the
you
grass
sneeze
is all
outside
brown
because
and
of dust
everything.
storm, But green grass still growing. I mean, this is the shot right here that we normally would be seeing had the fog not just totally captured the camera lens. Cameras in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into Baxter County. Of course, the beautiful White River separating the two counties. 62-412 bridge, left side of the screen with the city of Cotter right there in your picture. And of course, there's a little camera icon at the lower right-hand side of the screen. You can take pictures throughout the day once the fog is gone.
Here,
And
we'll
enjoy the
switch back
beautiful
off
shot
some.
of the
There we
White
go.
River.
See that there?
That will eventually burn through, and it'll be quite the shot, probably within the
It's
next
foggy all
hour.
the way up to, just about to the car dealerships.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of fog, a lot of humidity out there. While you're at retiredarkansas.net, be sure to check out all the listings with the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zdora, for both Arkansas and Missouri. The team is ready to serve you today. All you have to do is call 870-405-0793. Or you can log in to retireToArkansas.net, both in Arkansas and Missouri, from Gainesville to Mountain View, Missouri, Mountain View, Arkansas, back down to Marshall, and all points in between. Bob will be on here in just a few minutes to talk about this weekend real estate. So let's get right to the weather, brought to you by the Z Team. Right now, 70 in Mountain Home, 71 in Harrison, 71 at Batesville, 72 at Yellow and Marshall, 70 at Salem, Arkansas, 72 at Mountain View, Arkansas, West Plains, Missouri at 70, Springfield, Missouri at 71, Poplar Bluff, Missouri at 73, 77 already in St. Louis, and in contrast, Watford City, North Dakota, it's 48 degrees. Very chilly.
That seems right now. For me.
Yeah, that's about, yeah. You can see the hurricane on the radar stop down here. You can see the swirl. It's mainly over Mississippi right now. It's almost to the state line of Tennessee, Mississippi, and parts of it moving into southeast Arkansas. Get to the hurricane just a minute. You can see shower activity all the way up to Maine, all the way back down into central Illinois, down into Tennessee. A little bit of shower activity in New Mexico. But now the point of interest, of course, is the remnants of the hurricane, now a tropical storm. Still raining around the New Orleans area, but you see it all the way over here to Pensacola, Florida, just to the west of Birmingham, Alabama, and just to the south of the Tennessee-Mississippi state line. We do have some moving into Arkansas, remnants of the storm already. It's just to the east of Monticello. And you see it all the way up here. What's that? I can't even see what the name of that city is. It's covered up. Clarksdale, looks like Clarksdale, Mississippi, around Grenada. A lot of showers going on in Mississippi. Going to be some flooding issues as the day wears on. The rest of the state of Arkansas, light showers to the west of Arkadelphia, Fort Smith, Arkansas, and a little bit down here in Stone and Izard County. Other than that, the highways are clear. 62, 412 east and west, 65 to Branson, 67, 167, Little Rock, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas, and then your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, and 530 in Arkansas. A little bit of shower activity on I-40 between Jackson and Franklin. A little bit of shower activity on Interstate 155 at Dyersburg, Tennessee. State of Missouri, scattered showers from Columbia down to Rolla. That affects Highway 63 from Rolla to Columbia, and a little bit on I-44. Poplar Bluff on 67 to St. Louis is clear. 160 and 60 to Branson and Springfield. No problems there. Interstates 35, 49, 44, 70, and 55 basically clear at this time. A little bit of heavier shower activity in southern Illinois to the southeast of Effingham. And we see the shower activity moving to the east of Indianapolis. That's going to affect Interstate 70, a little bit on I-55 in Illinois, and a little bit on I-64. Forecast map, you can see the flood watch box popping up here in just a minute from Louisiana. Louisiana under a major flood advisory. The whole Mississippi, I should say. Half of Louisiana, the eastern half of Louisiana, but all of Mississippi with major flooding, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, southern Indiana, southern Ohio, and on up into Pennsylvania, and even skirts a little bit in New York right there. So that's going to be quite the tropical storm. So like Bob Reckenwald said, pray for Louisiana, pray for Mississippi. I mean, and then Tennessee over Waverly, they had some deaths due to a flash flood. Just a freak storm came through there, and over at Waverly, and quite a devastation going on over there. For today, for us, we have up to a 50% chance of showers today, 20% chance tonight, and clear skies through the rest of the week. We've got 88 degrees and 80 all the way up to 88 degrees this week, so not too bad. Some of the heat will dissipate, so we're doing better there.
A little better, yes, sir.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Checking I-Drive Arkansas, the only thing I saw earlier today, we had a stalled vehicle around Benton on I-30. Oh, something else popped up in the very northwest corner of the state. See what we have here. We have an accident on Highway 62. And this is 1.5 miles southeast of Pea Ridge, eastbound lanes, reported by State Police Troop L at 6:39 this morning. And of course, Highway 62 west runs all the way over to Oklahoma State line and farther. And so, traffic in Jonesboro, Memphis, Little Rock, Pine Bluff, Texarkana, Fort Smith, and all the way up to Bentonville, with the exception of the accident right there. Traffic moving pretty well there. Cardinal Drive. Look at how the fog, it wasn't that foggy when I drove in this morning about 6:15, but look, you can't hardly, right around here, Century 21 LeMac Real Estate right in here, you almost barely can't see them. Pretty good amount of traffic right now coming up, stop for the light for people crossing 62 on Cardinal, and they'll get through without any problems here in just a minute. My favorite shot here is Club Boulevard looking in. What's that?
I'm just looking at the fog.
Look at that fog. You can't even see Baxter Regional. And normally right here is Clay Maxey Chevrolet. You can barely see Clay Maxey right here as you come into that wall of fog in Mountain Home. But you can't even see Baxter Regional Medical Center be back over in here, and some of the grocery areas back down in here. Wow. So be careful with the fog. Turn those headlights on. Let's drive safe out there. All right, Missouri Department of Transportation, they have a minimal amount right now. They've got some maintenance issues just going on. It's just hit and miss from here to Springfield, here to Rolla, and from here to Poplar Bluff into St. Louis, so plan your route accordingly. Norfolk Lake sitting at 559.09. It's 7.09 feet above the full pool of 552. Bull Shoals is sitting at 668.86, 9.9 feet above the full pool of 659. Your allergy index for today is at 8.4. It dropped a little bit. It's up to about 10.4, 10.5 last week. Tomorrow's going to be a 10, a little bit higher tomorrow. Crude oil prices are sitting at 68.64. Dow Jones Industrial Average on Friday went up 242 points, closing at 35,455.80. And I'm going to let David talk about this real quick. The new...
Yes, my new website that I worked on the past 17 days. Spent 113 hours on it. When I did the first website, it was only a few pages and not enough information, and I realized that. So I went to work and spent a lot of time working on that. Just about everything you can think of, I put on that website. When it comes to graphic design, I do website building now, and yeah, take a look at it.
There you go, graphic design.
If you want to know what graphic design is, I put the definition.
There you go.
Because some people don't know.
Now, where's that? You were showing me this morning the logos. Where do I go to that?
Go to the services tab, and it'll drop down. Go to logos.
Okay.
And so the first part is mine, the different variations of the logo I've done. And you drop down, it tells you, why you would need a logo, how you build a logo, what to put into the logo, and then down at the bottom is the packages that I offer.
Good.
The starter, premium, unlimited.
Now, where's the one for Reynolds Media for TV?
Okay, so you'll go to portfolio.
Yeah.
And you can
Reynolds
drop
Media
down.
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you click on that.
And
it shows that's the logo that I did for you guys for Reynolds Media Internet. Just different variations of colors and stuff, because in different places you need it to be different colors. And there was the Facebook profile page that I'd done for them. That's profile picture, those three.
Wow.
They
Very
switched
nice.
it out a few times, but yeah.
Let's see, you had one in here, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, my wife says the effortless
Look at
style.
this River of Dreams. Is this gorgeous? Look at this. It's
Right.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Do that in Illustrator. That's how you build the logos. Scrolling down, you can see everything that I had done for while I was at Ultimate. A lot of content, and I had to keep it light. The Gilbert Realty, I had done their area guide, and Leisure Home Corps. They have
Very nice.
River Homes that did their brochure. So
Webandpaperdesign.com.
yes, sir.
Give them your phone number.
870-405-4433. You can contact me through the website. You can email me at davidstroud@webandpaperdesign.com. Give me a call.
Get her done.
I'll help you out any way I can. Flyers, brochures,
Great.
social media content, website content.
Churches, help with the bulletins and things, change
Right.
some of that up a little bit.
Yep.
Very good.
All right.
All right, 7:17 coming up this week in real estate with Bob Zdora. We'll be right back.
Live Bomber football is back on XL7 TV with announcers Bob Rechtenwald and Josh Kaminsky, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Watch every game live on XL7 TV or online at xl7tv.com/football. Every Friday night, watch the Bombers live, whether you are at the game or not. Also, enjoy a meal, drink, and watch the Bombers on XL7 TV live at the following restaurants every Friday night, only on XL7 TV. It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home. Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zdora of the Z Team at Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
One.
7:20, time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. Of course, Bob and Linda, for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793.
That's right.
Busy week.
It's always busy. I mean, it's in one form or another. Not necessarily closings and stuff, but it's getting all the things together that need to be done. Linda and Darlene were out on this listing appointment. I was out showing some stuff. It's just been like that. You know, Reese was out showing. He had a couple of showings on Saturday. I use "we never close" because we don't. We're always doing something. If we don't get the phone on the first ring and it goes to voicemail, we'll get right back to you. It's because we're on the phone with somebody else, and
Well,
it's
yeah,
good.
you say you're always doing something. Thursday night, I was at the football game at Balmer Stadium. Went to the concession stands, and who did I see?
Sam McMaster.
Sam McMaster.
That's right.
Volunteering.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Staying
Volunteering, and that's part of it too. I mean, the give back to the community is so big for all of us. You know, in different ways. Everybody's got their own way that we do it, and realtors in general contribute a lot to the goodness of life here. You know, the quality of life issue. We participate in that. We're constantly raising money for different events. You know, somebody's coming in saying, "Hey, we got this going on. We got that going on." Yeah, okay, no problem. And that's just what you do.
Right.
You know, and the food pantry, and I know that we give away about a trailer full of food going into Thanksgiving that we raise the money for all throughout the year, and those are all things that we do. You got to be able to give back. Real estate contributes a lot to the local community, the local economy, and realtors give back in their own way above and beyond what the business of real estate brings to a local area. Real estate is the biggest economic mover of the economy.
Sure.
And that's, because there's so many things that are related to it. So,
Well, last week we were talking and we gave, I forget what the amount was for the week that the MLS closed on, $5 or $6 million. And when you do that week after week after week, there's some areas in Arkansas that wouldn't move 200,000 in a week. You get down in the southeast part.
Oh, sure.
But when you're talking multi-millions of dollars, and people say, well, I think I want to change that carpet. Maybe we'll put hardwood. Maybe we'll paint the wall.
Exactly.
Paint brushes, roller pans.
Sure. I mean, all that stuff. I mean,
carpet,
new
flooring.
flowers, just little things that you don't even think of. Stuff going into Walmart and picking up some new placemats. All of those things, it all adds up over a pretty short period of time when you buy a house.
So even your furniture, something. Well, I think I'll replace that chair, that couch, that sofa, or maybe that.
Because people say, well, they're in there trying to place their furniture, and I generally tell them, one, it's expensive to move, and there's issues with trying to coordinate the movers to be able to fall into the time frame you're looking for. Some of these guys have booked out 6-8 weeks.
Yeah.
So, and your furniture, you're getting a new start. Make it a whole new start. The sofa that you've got now, don't try to see if that's going to fit into this room. Look for something new. Sell it up there, take the money, bring it down here, find another one, and that's meant for this room. The sofa that you've got in your house now you bought that because it fit in your house where you are.
Right.
And those are the kind of things that, and I think, yeah.
Right.
So.
But it's amazing, we don't know the trickle-down effect. When somebody signs that document saying, yes, I'm going to take possession of this house on the 31st.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's that trickle-down effect right there.
And they just, the check was issued for $325,000, and then the process starts,
And those aren't always, dead presidents that are just sitting here. That the house may have sold for $325,000, but that's actual money is sitting in a bank somewhere or a loan company that's, there's the way the economics of it works out. But the people that, when they do come and they do close and they take possession of that house and they put their investment, the bank owns the house.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's the way it should be. If the rates the way they are, let the bank own the house. Economically, it makes more sense. And to be able to, then you have the ability to do what you want to do with the house. You personalize it. I tell people you're buying 85% of the house. If you like the floor plan, if you like the neighborhood, the bones of the house are good. The other 15% you're going to personalize. You're going to paint that wall. You're going to carpeting, flooring, cabinets, tear out the bathroom, whatever it may be. Sometimes it comes out to be more than 75%, and that's okay too. You're going to be your home, and especially if you're going to live in it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Every house I've gone into,
Sure.
I've done something to it.
Exactly. Exactly. And then you can walk into a brand new house, and you're going to say, "Why did they do that?" Because that's not your taste, and that's how you personalize it. That's you change the colors. I always wanted a chartreuse bedroom. Have at it. It's yours, And then that's the same thing with renters coming out of. There's only certain things you can do in a rental. Pets, things like that are always issues. For first-time home buyers, or people who may have been home buyers before, whatever's going on in their life, and they've been renting for a while, and they realize that for what you're paying for rent, you could probably get into a house now.
Yeah.
Interest being what they are, and there's loan programs that you can get into with very little, if any, money. There's some great opportunities. People say, the market's so high and it's so busy and this and that. There's still some great opportunities out there. VA loans is an example. We do a lot of that. We do a lot of things to help people get started or get restarted. They went through some hard times, coming back out of it, always wanted to get that dog again.
Yeah.
This is a good excuse for you to get the puppy. Say, okay, let's go look at a house and see what we can do. And you get a lot of young families that are getting started. You go to church and see all these, the cry room is full, and it's like, okay, that's a good, that's what we get. St. Peter's, we got a cry room. Some churches, they got a wine room, but our church, we have a cry room.
That's where you take the baby out, let them cry.
That's right. Well, that's what they are. So they're not in the middle of the congregation interrupting the flow of things. But those are all things that, people that are coming here, people that are staying here, people that are moving maybe from changes of their life. We used to talk about downsizing and not being able to keep the property up. We were out at Sycamore Springs on Saturday. They had an open house, and it's going to be a 40-odd unit rentals, but it's fully contained. They're going to do your laundry. They're going to do all your housekeeping. They're going to feed you. The restaurant's going to be open from 7 to 7. He said they're up to 3 pages in the menu that you're going to have. It's not like some of the places where you go, they've got like one highlight item, and the rest of the stuff, you don't like it, well, call Domino's and see if they'll deliver. Here, that's not going to be the case. You're going to be able to walk in and say, I want one of these, and, Fred's going to have this, and Mary's going to have that, and you can order right off the menu. Nice dining. It's a brand new facility, obviously. The rooms were great. They were good size. Linda's mom is in a home down in Florida, and assisted living type deal, and just no comparison. You get the tall ceilings, you get the big windows. Very, very nice facility. And if that's something that you're thinking about, that'd be a good idea for us, give us a call. We can help get you introduced to them, get you in there, get you a walkthrough, sell your house so you're able to move on. And I think that this is just going to be a great opportunity for the community here, for those that just really can't keep things up anymore. And that's always the issue. You don't want to be stuck in a situation where you're the slave to the house, because cutting that grass, and for as warm as it's been, Mom's a little worried about Dad being out on the tractor. Even if it's 5 acres, it doesn't have to be 40 or 80 or 100 acres. You get out on 5 acres and you get out there. This heat will kick your keister. Right. And then it rains, and then you can't cut grass. Right, Robert? Right. So these are all life things, and they're going to have, they've got transportation. They've got a doctor that's coming in once a month. There's always going to be a nurse there on the facility. But you can give me a call, and we can make that happen. If you have questions, we can help, and nothing else, I can get you in the right direction and do what we can do to help you out on that. It's going to be very good. They're going to people will be starting to get in on the 20th is their target date now, the 20th of September, and there's units that are empty, and they have a number of different programs, and like I said, we can help you with that, and we'd be glad to do that. We're senior real estate specialists, which is a designation through the National Association of Realtors, and that's one of the things that we're very proud that we've really embraced in our business plan here, and since we've started, and we've helped a lot of people move on. In fact, we ran into a couple of people that we had sold houses to that had moved into rentals, and they were like, well, I'm a little beyond rental. I don't want to cook anymore. I want to be able to see some of my friends. And I got exercise classes. They got all kinds of stuff there. And you're right there in the facility. It's right over by the park. You can sit there, and they're going to have a path. The walking path's going to go out, so you're going to be able to go out and you can go fish. You'll be able to do whatever you want. So,
Perfect.
But you can give us a call. We can help you with that.
Very good.
Give us a call at 870-405-0793, because my honey, who is the brains of the outfit, I make no bones about that. I don't try to hide behind anything there. She is my honey. This week in real estate, there we are, 52 new listings came on, 2 commercial properties, 15 parcels of land, 36 homes came on the market. They came in on a range from $659,000 to $29,000. 5 of those had taken backups already, and that's probably more now by Monday. The average price coming on the market this week is $256,000. There were 43 sales last week, 1 commercial property, 15 parcels of land, 27 homes sold. Those homes sold in a range from $675,000 to $67,000. Average sale price last week was $226,000 with 79 days on market. Really small time on market. $6.1 million in residential real estate closed this past week. 5 properties expired. 16 had price changes. There's 122 pending. So those are properties that are waiting to go to closing. That's a big number.
Yeah, it is.
Especially they coming into this late in the year. It's a big number. Currently, there's 170 homes listed on the MLS, so we're up 6 from last week.
Wow.
Helps a little bit, but that's still 170 is not much. When you're selling the way we are, that's
4 years ago, there's 10 times as many.
Yeah, yep. Year to date, there's been 826 homes have sold.
What was
826 homes have sold for $160.4 million. Average time on market for this year is 91 days, and the average sale price this year is $194,000. Last year, there have been 734 homes that sold for $118 million, 147 days on market, and an average sale price of $161. So you can see how things have
progressed.
And we're starting to see that pick up a little bit. Now I'm seeing it in the numbers when I'm putting them together. You can see the pace is starting to pick up compared to where we were in April, May, June. Yeah. You're starting to see the numbers go as far as people coming in. And you're starting to see some of the bigger houses that had been on the market for a while are starting to go. You can see that people were starting to come and say, this is where I want to be. And they come here because of quality of life. They come here because of the goodness that's done here, the beauty. You know, we are in God's country, you know, and John, that's John's line, but he's exactly right when he talks about it. We are in God's country, and we're with God's people. I mean, we are so blessed to be here. We personally are blessed to be here, and just to be able to help out and give back to the community in the different ways that we do, and do what we can do to help out.
You know, it won't be long. We're looking at today and tomorrow, then here comes September. You know, with that mindset of September, though we've got 22, 23 days of summer left, it's fall.
Yeah.
September starts fall.
Yes, indeed.
And with that, here comes the pumpkin decorations and the corn stalks and the Indian corn and stuff like that, which means Thanksgiving's around the corner. And, you know, we talk about this all the time. Mom, Dad, how long are you going to keep this 5-bedroom, 2-level house on 4 acres?
Sure.
You know, we did it 25, 26 years ago with my grandparents, you know.
Sure, and that's just the circle of life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's partly one of the reasons, though, that we've had the shortage of houses, is there's been more people that have been aging in place. They're having a contractor come in and put in new tubs and walk-in showers, take the bathtubs out and grab rails and maybe open up the doorways a little bit so you can get in and out of there if you're on a walker or in a wheelchair, whatever the case may be. And that's helped well, it's helped its hurt the number of homes that are on the market. Normally there would be a bigger turnover of them. Well, those houses haven't come on the market for sale. They will eventually, as all do, but they will eventually. But they normally, in the normal course of things, they would have come on the market. The kids would have said, "Come on, you're coming back to Chicago with us, or Cleveland, or Dallas," and they're like, "Oh no, I'm not. No, that's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine right here."
But
And more of them are realizing
comes in
exactly.
because you're gonna help the
That's what we do.
kids with the
We're going to help them
grandkids,
to make
grandpa
good
and grandma
decisions.
get back into
Good informed decisions, get them someplace where they can be comfortable, where they can take care of themselves, and help them.
Grandpa
It's all
may
quality
wanna
of
mow the
life.
yard, but it shouldn't
Yeah.
take 4.5 hours to mow the 5 acres.
Which
you
is,
get a little
yeah, and
push
just
mower
and
out
just
there for
and
45
mom
minutes.
cleaning and stuff.
Sure.
I mean, keeping the place up. Do you need 2,700, or would you do better in 15?
Sure.
Or if you're in 15, would 8 be better? I mean, there's choices that we make, and you just we help people make good informed decisions. I can't.
Phone number, location, once again.
Give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793, and the website is retired2arkansas.net. And we've got all the MLS listings. All of those 170 homes are on our website. It's kept up with Realtor. We link right back to them, and so they're timely. And we have people call and we're looking at this home on the internet, and it sold in March. It's like, so stay on something timely. Realtor's good, and Retired Arkansas is better.
There you go. For all your real estate needs, realtors you recommend to a friend, the award-winning Z Team. All right, coming up, Missing Monday. We'll be right back.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home. It's time now for Missing Monday. It's brought to you by people that care. Jay Chafin, State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And
sorry.
Got the logo.
The logo guy. Come on.
Jay Chafin, State Farm. There you go. Like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Thank you, Jay Chafin, State Farm. Happy Lawn Care LLC. And they are proudly insured by Jay Chafin State Farm. And, of course, Wingard Photography. Thank you, Sheila and Jim. Wingard Photography.
And she always brings donuts. That's a good thing.
Donuts.
That's right. She knows. She knows.
Genevie, welcome. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good. I think we're talking about the myth of stranger danger. Is that right?
Yes, especially now with school back in session. A lot of parents, teachers want to talk to kids about strangers and the dangers that we face. Always have, but it always seems like it's so much worse now. And it is in a lot of ways because of the internet. But occasionally when I'm out and about, I'll hear people mention that they talk to their kids about stranger danger and that that's an important topic in their household or their school. And we don't actually teach stranger danger anymore. That was something that came about in the 80s and 90s, where we taught, don't talk to strangers. And that's still a great premise, not to talk to strangers, especially on the internet and places like that. But the truth is, when you think about it, there's a lot of aspects to that, but 86% of children are abused by people they know. And so that's the main reason that we stopped teaching stranger danger, is because it gave a false illusion of safety, that strangers are the only ones that harm us. And the truth is, with that, with those numbers, 86% of those who do harm children are those that the kids know. So it was sending the wrong message, really, to kids about safety and how to maintain personal safety.
And so when you say that it's not always a stranger, it's people that the child knows. What's the age that's most vulnerable to this?
Well, of course, little kids are extremely vulnerable because they're, taught to listen to adults. Their caregivers are the ones that they have to rely on. So that puts them in a lot of danger when it comes to those that they know being the ones that harm them. Oftentimes they have no one to speak out about that to, or even if they do, they're, not believed. But the truth is that that's an issue in every age. So all kids are in danger of that. We've talked on here before about kids that are trafficked. They're often trafficked by someone that they know. It might be a grandparent, a parent, an uncle, a foster parent. It could be anyone that is supposed to be their trusted adult, their caregiver. So they're in just as much danger as little kids are when it comes to, those that harming you in some way. So it really just goes across the board for all children. It's just it's an unfortunate number to have, and it's a very high number, 86%. It's something that...
That's 86% of those that are abused by a relative.
Exactly.
Not 86% of the kids are abused.
Right. No. It's actually 1 in 3 girls are sexually assaulted by the time that they're 18 years old. So that's a pretty high number itself.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about that. If you have 3 women in your life, it's very likely that 1 out of those 3 have been sexually assaulted in some form.
Well, I got a quick question here. I made a note when you said...
That number's pretty high, too.
Yeah, it is. When you said caregiver, okay, hypothetical. Mom and or dad, maybe single parent, maybe dual parent family. But let's say the parents work and say 6:30 in the afternoon. School's out around 3:30, 3:45. So, okay, you need to go, and they've hired a caregiver. What do we look for in protecting? It could be Aunt Martha's daycare. When you're looking for something like this, and they're open till 6 or 6:30, what do we look for in that type of caregiver when it's not a relative?
Well, you really want to look for changes in your child. You want to have developed a avenue of communication with your child and education so that they are comfortable talking to you about things. Keep in mind that little kids don't know or understand necessarily what's okay and what's not okay, and what we consider normal,
right.
And not normal for them.
We're scouting for a care. I mean, if we're looking for this person to take care, what's the first thing we look for at that person before we even drop them off? We look at a license. We look at their what's their credential sheet here?
You want to make sure they're licensed and or accredited. Really, word of mouth is still a great premise to go by. So talk to as many people as you can about that particular service and what their experience was with them. Gut instinct counts for a lot. I mean, that's one of the main things we teach here at the foundation is listen to your gut. That's there for a purpose. And a lot of people want to kind of blow that feeling off that I'm just being a worrier or something, but listen to your gut. If you go into the facility, you need to go into the facility and look at it before you choose to take your child there. And you get, this gut feeling, this just isn't right, or there are things that kind of set off alarms. Listen to that. But you need to check it out.
Strict standards?
Pardon me?
The state of Arkansas has some pretty strict standards for caregivers.
They do have some pretty strict standards, yet we see every day that those standards, people can get past those for a long time before getting caught. Keeping an eye out for those who want to be around your children maybe a little bit more than what seems normal or comfortable. You get that sometimes with coaches who just love kids, and they're definitely those people who do. They just love kids and that's their gift area. But you want to just use caution with that. Anytime kids are in positions of vulnerability where they're left alone a lot with that adult and you don't really know them well, you want to be sure that you're using caution with that, talking to your children about it. You want to have developed a conversation about touch and what's okay and what's not. Any kind of touching in areas where your swimsuit covers is not okay for anyone. So you want to have had those conversations so that when these kids are in those positions, they know what's okay and what's not, what's appropriate and what's not, because they are vulnerable to adults. That's their livelihood. Adults tell them what to do and when to do it, and they don't know any different unless we tell them. So education is big when it comes to talking to your children about these issues and what's appropriate and what's not. But use caution with the way that you talk about stranger danger. One of the other issues when we talk about stranger danger is, you think about it, you're at the grocery store, you're checking out, and you've taught your child, don't talk to strangers. Yet you've got someone you don't know oftentimes checking you out at the grocery store. They're talking to you, they're friendly, they're asking you conversations, they say hi to your child, and you say, well, say hi. You didn't respond, be polite, respond back. Yet you've been teaching your child stranger danger, don't talk to strangers. So that's another reason that we don't teach that anymore, because we ourselves don't do that and our children emulate what we do.
Yeah.
So it sends a mixed message to kids. When is it a stranger? When is it okay? When is it not? So that's another reason that we don't teach that anymore. So there are just some things like that to think about when you talk to your children.
Now, I've got the Morgan Nick Foundation pulled up here on the website. David, we can throw this on the screen. I want to look at this. This is something else. With that same scenario, mom and dad are working till 6. You've got a 12, 13-year-old child, goes home. They have a key. They're responsible. They go in. Home alone safety is right here on the Morgan Nick Foundation page. And this is under the education for parents. And
yes.
Here it is. What to do if you get lost, page 2. And but this is home alone safety. Step 1. Okay. What's step one? Home alone safety.
Be sure that you have a way to contact someone for an emergency. One of the things that we also talk about is that people don't have landlines anymore in their homes. So you've got to be sure that you've got a way for your children to contact someone in case of an emergency. One of the real simple ones, though, is to talk about who you open the door to and who you don't. We teach that you don't open the door to anyone. It doesn't matter if it's the mailman with a package in their hand. If you're home alone like that, you don't open the door to anyone. Kids are instinctively designed that when they hear that doorbell or that knock on the door, they run and open it wide open. They don't think about who it might be or that concern of who it might be. They just open the door. It's an automatic response. So talk to them about that. You don't open the door. The mailman, UPS, they can come back. They can deliver it another time if they need to. But instinctively, even if you are at home, I've been in the shower before and the doorbell rang, and this years ago when my kids were little, and they instinctively want to run and open the door, and you're not out there to talk to an adult. They don't know what to say to them, whatever the situation is. You walk out of the shower and you're in a towel or something. So it's one of the key things to talk about before you have your kids at home alone by themselves. What are the rules? When do you open the door? When do you answer the phone? When are you allowed to go somewhere to the neighbor next door even? We teach the first thing that you do is you check first with an adult before you do anything, whether it's going outside to play, whether it's using the microwave, answering the door. You always need to check first with an adult so that they know where you are, what you're doing. There's no question about it. If they come home and you're not in the house where they expected you to be, they know, oh, they went next door to play with Tommy, or the little elderly lady next door that's like a grandmother asked them to come over for cookies. You need to know that. It doesn't need to be a set. It's okay to go over there anytime you want. They need to let you know before they go over there.
That's
so
true.
Those are a couple of the first rules.
You want to add something to that, Bob?
No, that's great. That's great.
Good information here. Wow. And all of this information is available on the website right here. I've got it pulled up again.
Absolutely.
We can go up right here. David will throw it up. It says Parent Tips. And let me back up so I can show how to navigate this. Well, there we go. Morgan Nick Foundation and its education program. And you have resources for parents and resources for teachers. There's teaching tools here for parents. You have online safety parent tips, monitoring apps, controls on cell phones. And I think it was parent tips that I clicked on right here. And it brings up all of these things that you see in blue on the left side of the screen. And every one of these are very important topics to discuss with the kids, especially the preteen, early teen years. 12, 13, 14, that's that transition, especially the young girls. Will I ever be pretty? Will I ever be loved? I want a boyfriend, and, they're going to trust the first one that comes by. So we got to be careful. And so,
absolutely. Yeah. Start little, though. Start when they're young. Make sure that avenue of communication is open starting at a very young age, and it makes it all flow a little easier as they get older.
Yeah. All right. You got anything else for us today? We got it all covered.
No, just talk to your kids, talk to them about what we mean by stranger danger, and try not to use that terminology anymore, because it isn't always strangers that cause the harm. Of course, it's important not to talk to strangers especially on the internet, but talk to them about what that really means.
Sounds good. Very good. All right. Thank you so much. You have a great week.
Thank you.
Labor Day, we're not going to be here, so we're going to take Labor Day off and take the holiday. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right. Sounds good. You guys have a great day.
She's like, thank you, Jesus.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Live bump.
$7.57. I want to thank the sponsors for missing Monday. Jay Chafin State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Jay Chafin State Farm. Happy Lawn Care LLC, proudly insured by Jay Chafin State Farm, and of course Wingard Photography. Thank you, Jim and Sheila Wingard, for your sponsorship of Missing Monday. You know, during the break, we're talking about this is a different time and age.
Yes, indeed.
You know, growing up, mom was at home, and I want you know, in the summertime, school was still out, and you boys get out of bed. It's 7:30. Get out there. You get outside, go play. Eat your breakfast. So, you know, I don't want to see you in this house till.
Well, that's right, because she's used to not being there.
Yeah.
That isn't changing for mom. She's used to not being in the house. Go someplace.
I mean, we were on bicycles.
I got my routine.
And playing ball and, you know, and just, you know, and then as you get older, it's 8:30. You better get that grass mowed before your dad gets home. He'll be home at 5:30.
Sure.
Know, you make sure you got gas. You went up there and you got the grass cut before dad got home.
That's right.
Know? So
because mom was home, but it was a different time, and you know, for better for worse.
Yeah.
You know.
But I just don't understand those that want to harm children.
Well, and you, Dale, you never will. So just kind of let that ship go, and
I
just
can't,
move on past that, because.
And so we just every Monday we talk
we
about.
We have to admit that there
like,
are in fact evil people out there,
right,
and for any number of reasons, and they're there, and we need to realize that they're there, and we need to admit that they're there, and we'll all be better off and more aware of it.
And it's even, you know, we talk about Afghanistan, what's going on now, and just what they're going through over there. We can't, I mean, oh my goodness, can you imagine?
No, and it's been going on. Those tribes have been doing that for literally centuries.
Yeah. That's
The,
what I said.
the tools have changed to some degree, but nothing else has.
No,
they're still living in a stone age.
Same for 2,000 years.
Exactly.
They're
exactly.
not going to change.
No.
So
that's how they
why
are.
do we keep?
Because we think because of who we are, we think that we can change people.
True.
And it's just that's our nature as Americans. We can help them. They don't want to be helped. Right. And that's really the big step, is to realize that they don't want our help. Yeah. They were very happy the way they are.
Yeah.
Well, the ones in power are very happy. The ones
Well, but the
that are
people,
being powered
are,
over.
you know, I mean,
I don't know. Well, you get a lot of refugees that come over here,
Yeah.
and they're like, "You have no idea how good you have it here."
Right.
No
right.
idea.
Yeah. Bill Maher did a piece on his show on Friday about that very thing, talking about some of these woke people and the people that are running down the country, and very interesting to see the left. And far lefties, I'm not saying he's 100% on that he's come all the way over, but he realizes that,
too far.
Yeah,
Wow.
way too far.
Wow.
We have.
We're going to have to say goodbye.
Yeah.
We will be back on Tuesday. Hey, thanks for sitting in.
Hey.
Yeah, don't forget Bomber football, 6 o'clock pregame on
Yes.
Friday, 7 o'clock kickoff at Bomber Stadium. See you tomorrow.